Hey guys, welcome back to Tipharot. So I know we've just had one of these recently, but I felt like doing another Q&A video because you guys ask a lot of cool questions, and these audio only videos are actually slightly easier for me to make than, the video ones. So I thought it would be a nice relaxing way to end the day. I've just recorded 6 other videos and I thought it would be kind of relaxing to sit down and answer some questions. And I was kind of thinking that in future with this channel, I might like to do something like this where maybe once a week I do a Q&A, either as one of my videos or maybe I do a live stream or something else. I would like to, answer your questions on a regular basis because I feel a lot of your questions, go to the comments and, I try to answer as many as possible, but sometimes some of them get skipped over and I don't have time for them. And this video is a great way of actually recapping it, having a Q&A video where I recap and go over some of those questions. So today I'm going to answer another 10 questions. Let's get right into it. So these questions are in no particular order and they're all picked from the previous Q&A video's comments. You can do the same thing again. You can comment down below if you have any questions for the next Q&A video. They're in no particular order and I may or may not have skipped over a couple of people, I'm not sure. I did only want to put 10 questions in this video, so if I skipped over you, I apologise, but feel free to ask again below and maybe I'll get to your question in the next Q&A. Question 1. Does lucid dreaming music do anything? Basically on YouTube there's a lot of lucid dreaming music, lucid dreaming binaural beats, lucid dreaming hypnosis tracks and so on. Does any of this work? Well, first of all, hypnosis, yes, hypnosis can work. It can implant suggestions into your subconscious mind which can make you more likely to lucid dream. It's perfect for something like lucid dreaming, which is all based around your subconscious. In fact, I actually have a lucid dreaming hypnosis track on my channel. If you go to my channel and you go to the playlist and you find hypnosis tracks, you can go in there and you can find it. Now, lucid dreaming music, it may or may not help. If nothing else, it puts you in the mood for lucid dreaming. If you actually like the music and you associate it with lucid dreaming, then you're going to be thinking about lucid dreaming as you fall asleep to that music. Whether or not it'll help is basically going to be purely a psychological thing. It may or may not help based on how you feel about it. The next thing is binaural beats. Now, I have made a video about this before, and basically there isn't that much compelling evidence that binaural beats do what they're supposed to do. But that doesn't mean that they don't work or that they don't do what they're supposed to do. It's just that the evidence isn't really there so far. But they can certainly relax you. There is evidence for that. And so they may help you with getting into the relaxed state that you need to lucid dream. But I wouldn't go to them as your first method of lucid dreaming because we don't have enough evidence that they're actually helpful for that. I would use them perhaps in conjunction with other methods though. I do like using binaural beats from time to time to get me relaxed for meditation and stuff like that. They do work in that respect, but don't expect them to be a magic pill and don't expect them to be, the first line that you use for lucid dreaming because they're not going to be as effective as a regular method. Do you believe in dream meanings? Well, simply put, our subconscious creates our dreams and it creates them based on what's going on in our subconscious. So the way we feel about certain things, the things that are going on beneath the surface in our mind are going to reflect themselves in our dreams. So yes, there is some meaning to our dreams. There is something that can be analysed about them. So yes, I do believe in dream meanings. I don't believe that there's, some guidebook that you can look in that tells you exactly what the dreams mean, because that's not how it works. Everyone's subconscious is different. The way one person feels about something is going to be different from the way another person does. And so as a result, dream meanings are going to be very, very individual and specific to one person. So I do believe in them, but I don't believe in the whole, get a dream meaning book thing. There are some general dream meanings that may apply to most people, but I say trust your own intuition. The next question, pan umie mówić po polsku? Basically I was asked in Polish if I can speak Polish. Tak, mówię po polsku, ale tak trochę słabo, bo nie nauczyłem się w szkole. Nauczyłem się od matki i od ludzi w Polsce, jak byłem mały. Basically what I just said in Polish was, yes, I can speak Polish, but not that great because I didn't really learn it in school. I learned it from my mom and I learned it from, just speaking to people when I was in Poland. So basically I never really learned the grammar of Polish or anything like that. I didn't learn it in any official capacity. I just picked it up from speaking it. So my Polish is kind of all over the place, but I can speak it. I think in Polish when I speak in Polish. I don't have to think in English and then translate it or anything like that. So yes, I can speak it, but just not to a high standard. Although I never have trouble saying anything in Polish. Like I can have a conversation about anything, and even things I don't know the words for, I will find a way to explain it in Polish still, so that's okay. Would gemstones or crystals help with lucid dreaming? Maybe, maybe not. It's all about what you believe with regards to them, because lucid dreams are ultimately based on your beliefs. So if you believe that a certain crystal or gemstone is going to help you with lucid dreaming, then I say try it out, because it may just do that. I think lucid dreaming is a very intuitive field. The things that feel right to you are going to be the things that work for you with regards to lucid dreaming. So if it feels right, go for it. What do you do after YouTube? Well, honestly, there isn't a lot of time for me after YouTube. I do spend an awful lot of time on this channel, working on courses, working on all sorts of stuff to do with this. But when I'm not doing YouTube, the main thing that I like to do is to enjoy music. I am a bit of an audiophile. I like my music. I like to sit down, put on some music, close my eyes, lean back in my chair and just enjoy it and experience it. I like music in digital format from my computer, but I also like it in vinyl. I have a couple of turntables, one of which is not working, one of which is. I have a collection of vinyl that was given to me by my dad, which was his old collection as well as his brother's collection, so my uncle's collection. That's a pretty decently large collection. I haven't even had a chance to look through most of it yet. I actually have a big box in the garage that I'm waiting to take up and look through with all my uncle's like 80s music and stuff. I'm quite excited for that. I actually just bought myself a set of shelves to put it on, which is why I didn't have it in my room before. I didn't have the shelves. So yeah, I am very much a music person when I'm not on YouTube. Yes, I of course do other things, but that would be my main focus. Now related to that, I kind of may have some exciting news. I don't want to, get ahead of myself and say this is definitely happening, but I have been considering making either a playlist on this channel or a second channel where I talk about my hobby, my music hobby, where I talk about vinyl, where I review different records, where I, talk about different turntables and cartridges and all of that stuff. Because that is a hobby of mine, and I figured, I'm already making videos, so why don't I make some videos on that? If I do that, don't worry, it won't affect this channel whatsoever. And well, unless it's on this channel, if it's on this channel, then you'll be getting extra videos here. But if it's not, if it's on a different channel, then it won't affect the video schedule here whatsoever. I will still be doing 7 videos a week, but I'll just also be doing an occasional video on the other channel. It probably won't be a very active channel if I do make it, because I spend so much time on this channel already that I don't really have time to maintain a second channel. But it's the kind of thing where like every so often I would be bored and just want to make a video, and I would make one for there. So if you are interested in seeing more kind of behind the scenes in my life in that particular hobby, then do let me know down below if that's something you'd like to see. If you think I should go ahead with making a second channel, let me know. Or if you'd even like to see that on this channel, then let me know, and I'll be sure to listen to your advice. Okay, the next one, and this is a good one, is what does Tipharot mean, or how did you come up with the name Tipharot? So some of you may know that I am interested in some very esoteric and out there subjects, and one of the things I am interested in is tarot. Now, I am a fairly skeptical, fairly rational-minded person, but I still believe that tarot is quite an effective tool, simply because your subconscious itself relies on imagery and metaphor and so on, and so tarot cards with their imagery on them can act as a good way to communicate with your subconscious. You pick up a tarot card and you look at it, and the way that you react to that card is going to be based on what's going on in your subconscious. So much like analysing your dreams, you can probe your subconscious for information in this manner and get some kind of answers. Now, I considered making a blog where I would talk about this style of tarot, this intuitive tarot as it's called, and why it works and why anyone can use it, whether you're a skeptic or whether you believe in metaphysical stuff and so on, and that you don't actually need that metaphysical background to actually be able to use it as a tool. So I wanted to make this blog about that, and I had to come up with a name for that blog. Now, I already had the fact that it was about tarot, but I wanted something else. I wanted some kind of meaning to it, and I have always been interested in various religions and esoteric schools of thought and so on, and studying them and learning about them and stuff. And at the time I was particularly interested in the Tree of Life that is found in Jewish mysticism. And on the Tree of Life there are these Sephirah, and there are 10 of them, and also in 11th hidden one. Basically they all have different names, and one of them right at the heart, right at the center of the Tree of Life, is called Tipharot. Some people pronounce it differently, but Tipharot is one of them, and it is sometimes correlated with like the heart chakra and stuff from other schools of mystic thought and all of that. And it's just kind of the heart of the Tree of Life. And I just thought it was kind of cool, like making a play on words between Tipharot and tarot, as in tarot from the heart, intuitive tarot coming from the heart. That was basically what I came up with at the time for that blog. And it was actually called Tipharot, I think, at the time, Tipharot. And then I shortened it to Tipharot. I actually changed it several times, like it was spelt with an F at one point, and then it was a PH. And I'm not the best at names, and so I just had that name for a while, but I never made the blog. And eventually when I came to make this channel, because of the fact that I'm not the best at names, I couldn't think of anything. I sat here for ages trying to think of a name. If you don't know, I made this channel to be a self-development channel in general, and I was just trying to think what can be a good name for a self-development channel that isn't taken, something unique. And I had no ideas, and so it just came to me, wait, I still haven't made this Tipharot blog. Why don't I actually make a channel with that name? And so I just used it as a channel name, and it's stuck ever since. It's possible that someday down the line I'll change it to something, more descriptive of what the channel is about. But for now, I've liked it. I like it because it's kind of easy to remember. It's a bit unique and odd, so you guys probably won't forget the name. Although I do wonder how many people, mistype it when trying to find the channel just because it's pronounced very differently to how it's typed. But hopefully knowing the story and knowing that it is a combination of the words Tipharot and Tarot, you now understand why it's pronounced the way it is and where the word came from. So yeah, that's a bit about that. Next question, have you tried LUCID? In fact, this is actually a question that wasn't taken from the video. Someone asked me this and I already answered them, but I thought I would answer it in this video as well because I've had this question a few times. LUCID is another lucid dreaming supplement. I have not tried it, but LUCID shares the same ingredients as the red pill from Dreamleaf. And I have tried Dreamleaf and found it to be very effective. So I can already give a tentative thumbs up to LUCID and say that it should work similarly to the red pill from Dreamleaf. Now if you are interested in it, you can find it on Amazon, and you can also find Dreamleaf with the link that I'm going to put in the description. If you do actually buy Dreamleaf with my link, then I actually get a small percentage of that with no extra cost to you, but a small percentage goes to me, so it does help support the channel. So if you have been considering a lucid dreaming supplement, then that's what I suggest. But yes, in general, the ingredients found in both the red pill in Dreamleaf and in LUCID are good solid ingredients that work. Question number 8. What is the most odd thing that you've done in a lucid dream? Well, there are so many that I've lost count, but one of the ones that comes to mind I actually talked about recently, if you ever saw the lucid dreaming live stream that I did with Daniel Love on his channel, was how one time I tried to use a computer in a lucid dream to read up information about lucid dreaming and get some tips. I genuinely tried to go on the internet and get some advice on dream control, before realizing that that was a stupid idea, since obviously you can't use a computer or the internet in a dream. Question number 9. What is your go-to thing to do in a lucid dream? Honestly, I'm kind of ashamed to say this, but flying, the reason I'm ashamed to say this is because flying often causes my dreams to end prematurely because I fly too quickly before the dream is stable and the dream just ends very quickly. But I've just kind of built this reflex of just flying the minute I get in a lucid dream. It's just something that happens. So that is my go-to thing to do in a lucid dream. But when I'm actually planning it out more carefully, then I would say my go-to thing is to actually speak to my subconscious and ask them for information about myself or ideas on what I should do for a video or where I should go next with my life. Now the final 10th question is, what is your favourite lucid dream that you've had? Now this is something that would be requiring of a video of its own accord, but what I want to talk about is in general my favourite lucid dreams. The thing about my lucid dreams is, for me, the best part of a lucid dream is learning something new. My first lucid dream was my favourite lucid dream at that time, but almost every lucid dream since then has become my new favourite because I've learned something new in the process. Each lucid dream I learn new dream control techniques, I learn how to keep the dream lasting longer, easier. I learn about myself from my subconscious, and so every lucid dream is a little bit better than the last. And so my favourite lucid dream is whichever lucid dream I have just recently had, really. But I will make some videos about specific lucid dreams that were some of my favourites in future, so stay tuned for that. Now if you have not yet had your first lucid dream and you're interested in learning how to do so, I have made a 14-part audio course that you can check out. It's called Advanced Lucidity, and I'll put a link to it in the description that you can scroll down and find. And in the course you can learn how to lucid dream in 14 lessons, going from the basics all the way to the more advanced techniques that you can use for dream control. So if you're having any trouble or you just want to get a bit of extra help, then check that out. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, remember to subscribe for more. And also if you want to support the channel, then check out my Patreon. Thanks for watching guys, take care.